Okay, David, how are you today?
Pretty good.
Good, good. Thank you for your willingness to do this interview and share your experiences with Hurricane Katrina. So, can you tell me where you were uh, when Katrina hit?
Yeah,
Where were you?
locked up in the joint.
Okay, what zone is that?
uh, I was in all these parish.
Okay, Orleans Parish.
And
Okay,
while I was in all these parish, before that, Jefferson Parish, transferred to all these parish, our face program. They had a program.
uh huh.
You know, when you do wrong, and you get 10 years, program, cut your sentence.
Okay, all
So,
right. So, you were in OPP, as they call it. Go ahead.
our face program consists of substance abuse, teaching, everything.
Yes.
So almost 3 years being in the biophase program. Right after completion of the program, we was in um, aftercare, like
Okay.
families coming from second phase, third phase, and the fourth phase is completion,
Okay.
mostly.
Mm-hmm.
And the aftercare, you still be getting taught by counselors
Okay.
coming in, but not as much as when you're in class being taught.
Okay.
But they're still coming through that in different families, people going home, going places.
Okay.
Me, myself, I wasn't going nowhere. Wasn't time for me to go.
Okay.
Anyway, here comes Katrina.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks before Katrina, I goes to court in Jefferson Parish.
Okay.
I'm looking for the judge after completion because she ordered me to the program.
Okay.
She goes, first time I go to court, she want to do something for me upon completion of the program.
Yes.
She said, but I ordered you. To me, I read on and ordered was a legal sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So she had to recommend you instead of order. You only can recommend a person.
Okay.
Either way, you're going to go to the program.
Yes.
But she seen all my work I put in, and she set me a date to come back in 2 weeks.
When you say all the work you put in, what do you mean?
You know, certificates on completions of all kind of stuff that was offered to you in the program.
Okay, wonderful.
You know, I mean
Yeah.
everything.
So she asked you to come back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 'cause she said, well, by me all the and all the work you put in the program, my lawyer told me like she probably cut your sentence in half from
Okay.
10 years to 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And with that said, that's enough for me to go home.
Yes.
I'll be home on parole.
Yes.
So that never happened. Because in 2 weeks, that Monday, August 30th,
29th, right?
29th, 30th, we come Katrina.
Uh-huh. And what happened?
Man, what happened? We was left in the jail from that Sunday night, Monday morning, which is August the 29th, 30th, like a ghost town. No lights, no water, no food. All the way to that Friday.
Wow.
That Friday, federal people come in, strip us down butt naked, couldn't take no belongings, and handcuff us together on the 18-foot flat boat to get to the bridge.
Okay, they strip you down butt naked, but did they put clothes back on you?
We was able to put our clothes back on.
Okay.
Why, you need more?
And it was like 8, 9 of us on the boat, back and forth. It was getting 8, 9 of us.
And y'all were handcuffed together?
Yeah.
Or, chained together? Okay.
I mean, like change. Yeah.
Right.
So one would have went overboard.
All of y'all would have.
Yeah.
So they put you in boats because there was water around the jail, is that correct?
Water.
Like
all
how
over
much
the
water?
City. We couldn't see outside.
So did
we
you
didn't
see?
We didn't have no windows to look out.
Right.
But we did have a little 6-inch window.
Yeah.
6 by 48, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
In each cell. But it was so dirty and foggy, you couldn't hardly see out. But you could see cars, lights, and stuff through the window.
Which floor were you on?
We was on the 4th floor.
Okay.
But they had people. 3rd floor, 4th floor, 5th floor. 3 floors of people.
Right.
And before, while I was in there them 4 days, back up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We had no food, no water.
So did the people that worked there left? Did they leave?
Nobody was in the building.
But y'all were locked in cells?
Locked in the cell.
Wow.
And we didn't have no way of getting out. Thinking how we can go to them cinder block walls.
Yes.
Ain't no way you're gonna open that iron door.
Mm-hmm.
So we got on each other's shoulders and made a ladder.
Yes.
And pull a 3/4 condo pipe off the wall.
Yes.
Up high.
Yes.
So you see 4 people at the bottom who crawled again on this one shoulder like monkeys.
Yeah.
And we did it. And we pulled a condo pipe from the wall.
A condo pipe. Was that metal or was it like plastic or?
Galvanized condo pipe.
Okay.
And it had people on our floor, on our living quarters. Couldn't get out the cell.
So y'all got out yourselves?
So it's a day room. At night, we go, everybody locked down their cell. So the ones that don't lock their cell make it look like they locked.
Oh.
Deputies right there could see the whole floor.
Right.
There wasn't no deputies. So ones that didn't lock down managed to get some of us out the cell.
Okay.
But when we got that condo pipe, some of them was so locked down couldn't get out. So what we did, we took that condo pipe and we got about 4 or 5 of us stabbing the brick wall, chipping it.
To get the others out?
To get the others out. Keep in mind, we sweating, it's hot. Lights. Well, I hate to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
No lights.
Mm-hmm.
Lights come from the windows during the daytime.
Yes.
Food, we hungry. We worked through all that, chipping away. 2, 3 bricks, and they can crawl out.
And they could crawl out.
The cell to the day room.
Wow.
After everybody got out there, we chipped away on the side of the entrance door.
Yeah.
Where the deputies come in.
Right.
Did that. All that said, we went on different floors helping with that condo pipe.
Wow. That same condo pipe?
The same condo pipe.
Wow.
On different floors. And they had people locked in the cell, and nobody on them floors had no idea how they was gonna get in. You was standing under their door. When we came in with that condo pipe, we showed them how to chip away. And they chipping, everybody started coming out.
Wow.
We went to all 3 floors.
Wow.
While we was doing that, they had deputies on the roof.
Oh.
In boats on the roof. If we open up one of them entrance doors, they got laser guns. So they told us we can do whatever you want, but don't open up them doors and go on that roof.
Don't open up
We
the doors
went
to
on
the
the
roof. Okay.
So there's a laser beam shining on us.
Mm-hmm.
So they told us we can do anything inside that building we want.
Yes.
We don't care. Don't come out them doors.
Mm-hmm.
That we did, went around rescuing people. After that, we chipped away and broke in the store where we used to buy all the zoos.
Yes.
Plenty of water.
Okay.
Plenty of drinks.
So you were able to
cigarettes.
You were able to get drinks.
Chips.
Oh, good.
Honey buns.
Do you know which day that was? That which day that was that y'all were able to get to water?
30 days in August, right?
30, I think it's 31.
31 days in August.
Right.
So, Katrina came on a Monday.
The 29th.
We started doing that Tuesday evening.
Okay, Tuesday evening.
Wednesday.
Tuesday evening and Wednesday.
Wednesday. Preferably
Yes.
Wednesday.
Wednesday, the 31st.
That's when we really. And we went all the way down to the first floor,
Okay.
to the basement.
Okay.
And they had water. We couldn't even get to down with it. You come in through the basement, and they got cells.
Yes.
And that floor got at least 10 foot ceiling, maybe 12.
Yeah.
And we could see they got, 3, 4 cells?
Yes.
I mean, waiting areas to go out on your floor once you come in there.
Right.
Where they hold you.
Yes.
And release you.
Yes.
Big rooms. We couldn't make it down unless you know how to swim.
So,
that much water. They had at least about 7 foot, 6 foot of water in that basement. And the cells had just as much water. The water seeped through and filled the cells up. We witnessed people was left in there and they drowned. Bodies floating.
How many people you think?
I don't know.
Okay.
A lot of drunks come through there to the sober. They float. So we was going down there. I don't know why we was going down there. We was traveling through there.
Right.
Some of us was going down there for different reasons. Some was trying to find a way out.
Yes.
But,
yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, D. I'm sorry. Whew. I'm sorry. Whew.
So those people was left down there. I don't know. But we goes back up and Got cigarettes. We got a lot of water, cases of water. And then Friday they can't get us out there.
Mm-hmm.
We lived on potato chip, honey buns,
Right,
Vienna sausage, shit like that.
right. So then, what happened? So now how many of it was? How many were there? How many were rescued? Do you remember?
Well, we was in the area where we opened the door,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just a fire door,
Mm-hmm.
no stairs, no nothing.
Right.
We could see Parish Prison. Also, we heard gunshots.
Mm-hmm.
We seen inmates jumping from Parish Prison.
I really need to go.
And when they hit the ground, we heard gunshots. They're shooting them, shooting inmates. A couple of them got shot.
Wait, was this after the federal people came or before?
All before.
This was when
All before.
when the deputy said y'all could do anything y'all want in the building, but don't come out.
Yeah.
So they were coming out.
People stood up all night traveling through that building. We had tunnels where we chipped away with that condo pipe all through the jail.
Mm-hmm.
You can't travel through doors. The doors is electric lock.
Right.
We had tunnels
Right.
going different floor up steps everywhere.
Right.
That one condo pipe did all that.
Wow. So
Yeah.
so anyways, so then when the federal people came and they got you all out
That was the day they got everybody out.
Friday. Okay? And then they handcuff, well, first they strip you down. All right? And then that's when I guess they wanted to see if you had anything on you. Right? You know, like if you're carrying something or whatever. So
Yeah.
then you got clothes back on.
Yeah.
Then they handcuff you and chain you all to each other. And how many you said were chained?
About 8 or 9 of them
Okay, and they put you in a boat.
was in no 18-foot flat boat.
Okay, so then could you see rooftops as you were leaving?
Well, they brought us to like one of the main entrances, and they had water up this, going up them steps.
Mm-hmm.
All we can see is water.
Okay.
When we was in the building, we seen rooftops.
Mm-hmm.
They had a fire door on the 3rd floor, 4th floor. Every floor got a fire door, but you open the door, it's where at the top is just a door.
Right.
That door, somehow, we managed to get that open.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different kind of door.
Right.
It's a key lock.
Right.
We managed to get that when we opened that door. That's when the beams,
Right.
you know, we couldn't jump. So, well, each floor left the door open to get air in the building.
Oh wow. Yeah, because it was so hot.
So, Parish Prison, the main prison, the oldest prison, Parish Prison.
Mm-hmm.
You see it when you pass down the road.
Yes.
That's where your most dangerous inmates
Oh, okay.
go there.
Okay.
Red bands.
What is red band?
You got different bands with different levels.
Oh, you actually have a
Different
band
charges.
on you?
Yeah.
Oh.
We didn't have no band.
Okay.
We was there a while. But when you come in, they put a red band.
Mm-hmm.
That means you got some robbery charges, murder charges,
Mm.
sexual battery charges.
Mm.
All of those people goes to Parish Prison.
Mm-hmm.
Orange band's a felony.
Mm-hmm.
Blue band, yellow band, misdemeanors.
Right.
So
then
Yeah.
they took you in a boat and you all
they
went.
drop us off on the interstate.
Where? Which part of the interstate?
right by the Callio Project,
Okay.
that interstate.
Okay.
And they had a lot of inmates was diving off the interstate, escaping. I witnessed that.
So
Swimming.
so by this time you all were no longer chained together?
Yeah, we took it off.
Okay.
We took it off.
All right.
They took the chains off us and put plastics,
Okay, around your wrist.
both of them, handcuffed us in the front.
Right.
They ain't never chain up our legs.
Okay.
But we was on the interstate all the way. They came got us Friday. About 2 or 3 in the evening. We didn't leave out till about 12, 1 o'clock that night.
Mm-hmm.
1 o'clock that early morning.
When you say
Buses.
so you were on the interstate till like 12 o'clock at night, maybe 1 o'clock, and
Yeah.
then buses came
It
to
was
get
after
you.
12.
Buses came to get you, and you went
We
where?
was just loading up on buses.
Right.
See a bus loading up, you just get in line and get on the bus.
Right.
The bus was going to a different place. We went to Hunt, Baton Rouge. And the bus driver said, y'all not staying there, y'all going to another Allen correction.
Okay.
We went to Allen, but we stopped and gassed up. And it was just daybreak around that time.
Mm-hmm. So that must have been like Saturday
It
morning.
was like 5, 6 in the morning we made it to Hunt.
Okay. Is that a
It probably
facility?
was later than that we left off that bridge.
So
Hunt's about,
so
2
Hunt
hours.
was a facility?
yeah,
Okay.
one of the main facilities, Eli Hunt.
Okay.
And we on that bus, and we seen that big old yard with inmates from all over, I guess all over Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
But they was full. And we got on them early buses. We waited on purpose to wait almost for the last couple of buses.
Mm-hmm.
And I could have left. I am a great jumper.
Mm-hmm.
I could have left and went on about my business.
Like some of the others.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I could have swimmed off with them.
Right.
And I had 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I played the tape. I said, what am I do? Get caught all over again? And I have to escape. So, we was at Hunt. While he was gassing the bus up, we seen a backhoe, like the tractor,
Yeah.
with a lift on it,
Right.
like dirt you'll stuck
Right.
in it, over the fence. I said, what they doing with that tractor? And the tractor dumped sandwiches.
Oh wow.
And all them inmates was like scavengers. When they dumped the sandwiches, they was just piling up,
Wow.
fighting over the sandwiches.
Wow.
And you go back and you can see the inmates at Hunt's was destroying the sandwiches in there. And they
Mm-hmm.
go to another corner of
Of
the
the yard.
yard
Mm-hmm.
and dump
Mm-hmm.
piles of sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy.
Did you get a sandwich?
It was drizzling and raining.
Mm-hmm.
No, that wasn't for us. We didn't get off the bus. We
Oh,
just
y'all were
seen-
still on the bus.
Everybody almost said the same thing. Boy, I'm glad we ain't staying here. They on the yard with mattresses.
What?
Living on the yard, mattresses. And it was raining.
Mm-hmm.
It was sprinkling pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And they was still in the yard, walking with the mattress over their head.
Wow.
I mean, on that yard I heard it was stabbing, fights,
Mm-hmm. Chaos.
number of chaos.
Mm-hmm. So where did you all go?
So we took off to Allen.
Mm-hmm.
So when we got there, the brother straight in gave us hot plates, water, cold water, and went in the inside. In the day room they had fixed up for us with mattresses.
Mm-hmm.
And that morning, we went to eat breakfast. We ate before the people on the compound that was already at that jail. We ate first every morning.
Wow.
We stood there about almost a week.
Mm-hmm.
Then the evening after third child, inmates would come with a bunch of rolled up cigarettes for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it was giving us tobacco. Everything was rolled up. They give us 3 or 4 cigarettes.
Right.
Inmates were just passing it out
Right.
to us. Then we loaded the bus up and went to Alexandria
Mm-hmm.
to the airport. U.S. Marshals.
You went to the airport,
Yeah.
still on the bus, and you went.
Went to Alexandria.
Okay, the airport at Alexandria.
Yeah,
Okay.
They told us we on our way to Florida.
Mm.
We loaded the U.S. Marshal plane. About 200 of us on that plane.
Mm-hmm.
And we dropped down in Florida.
Okay.
Right? It was in between Tampa and Orlando.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. In between Tampa and Orlando. No, it was Tampa. We dropped down in Tampa.
Okay.
And down Tampa, took out going towards Orlando
Mm-hmm.
to a brand new facility that wasn't even open yet.
Wow.
Federal penitentiary.
Right.
And boy, they kept us locked up till they found out who everybody was. They got information. Went through evaluation, seen doctors, kept us locked up in the cell for about 2 weeks. And finally, they let us all out. They let us out. We went to like an orientation thing. And everybody got jobs.
Mm.
Yeah, we stood there about 5 months.
So when you say you got jobs at the facility?
Whoever had minimum custody, you can go outside the gate and work.
Okay.
Medium custody, maximum custody, you're not going out.
Okay. So you were inside?
Medium. I was
Medium.
medium, so I
Okay.
didn't go out.
Okay.
And I was doing maintenance. When we first got there, they was putting locks on every cell to us, so I did that a while.
Wow.
Maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
It gives us like $250 a month.
Okay.
Everybody you work recreation, whatever you like, they get you, and they pay you.
So,
People pay you.
so was that something you liked, the maintenance? Did you get to choose that?
Well, I do construction. You tell me to do construction, they look in your files and then use a coach, they put you in the gym. Use just a regular
Nice.
layup or something, they
Right.
might put you outside.
Okay.
Cleaning up or something. Use a janitor, you'd be mopping floors.
Right. Okay. Wonderful.
You know.
So was that a good pay? $250 a month?
$250 a month.
Was that more than
One
you?
of the best pays in the facility.
Right. So when you were in OPP, did you do work and get paid?
No.
No. So it turned out to be a better opportunity.
Well,
would you
During
say?
that time, I ain't got in touch with my family or nobody till
Nobody,
we got
nobody knew
till we
anything
got to
about you?
Florida. Nobody knew where we was.
And that was over 2 weeks,
They
huh?
had people working on that. They'll call you, name, like talk to your family. I got several numbers on me. That's how I talk to mom.
So was that like after maybe
There was
2 weeks, you think?
Yeah, they had social workers over there,
Right.
and then about 20, 30 of them working on each individual,
Mm.
getting their families, getting numbers. Some people didn't have families.
So then what was the conversation like when you spoke to your mom?
Hmm? What you think?
That she was glad to see you were alive.
She was filling me in on their end, where they was. She was with Monique, I think she would tell me. They was in Baton Rouge. The whole city full of water.
Mm-hmm. So you stayed there for 5 months, then what happened?
And then everything got back to almost normal. City, this, I don't think the city came back. I don't know.
Right.
From there we went back to the Department of Correction. We didn't fly back. The whole bus and drove back
Right. To OPP? Or somewhere else?
to Dixon Correction.
Is that in Louisiana?
DCI they call it. Went to DCI. Stood there overnight. And the next night, people was going different corrections. And
Right.
I went to, like I've been there before. Phelps, Quincy. Every time they just send me back. I've been there before and they sent me back there that time.
So that was in Louisiana.
One of the best facilities.
Oh, wow.
Strict but good.
Right.
Cause you go in places, you go to work release. A lot of places you ain't gonna work release.
Right.
The Quincy you gonna work when you get there. You gonna have a job. And you do right, do good. They're gonna send you somewhere to a minimum facility.
Was
And I
that
knew that.
was that in North Louisiana? Was that in West Monroe?
That's in Quincy, Louisiana.
Oh, okay.
Right by Calcasieu Parish.
Okay.
It's Lake Charles.
Okay.
Lafayette, Lake Charles.
Mm-hmm.
The Quincy's right outside Lake Charles.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well, this has been a wonderful interview. I thank you so much for sharing,
It was
because
something.
I had no idea of what it was like for anybody that was incarcerated. This was an
Yeah, it
amazing
was
interview. Is there anything else that you'd like to share?
I mean, that's about it. That's what it was like for us during Katrina. You want to know? Now you know.
Yeah, now I know. So was there anybody that you started out with, maybe in the cell with you or on the same floor, that you ended up with when you had gotten to Florida? And even DeQuincy?
Yeah.
Yes?
Hill.
Okay, so it was another
I
person?
didn't start off with Hill, but Hill, we was in Florida together.
Okay.
The next time I seen Hill was a couple of years later when I went to work release. And I had about 5 months left.
Right.
And I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And they knocked me off.
What does that mean?
Sent me back to prison. With
Mm-hmm.
all the freedom. I was in Slidell.
Mm-hmm.
I was, living in the hotel. But I'm at work release. People at the camp thought we was offshore. We was right here working that oil spill.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I own 12. Brand new motel.
Right.
Nobody over. Go where you want. know that I was going to the racetrack,
Right.
getting a ride going to the racetrack.
Mm-hmm.
Slept a night or two by Monique.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knew I was still locked up, but I was under, you know.
Right. Right. So when you did get out and you saw the city, can you describe what it was like? I mean, like
Everything
how
was
did
back to normal.
everything was back to normal?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, everything was back to normal. I came home in 12,
Okay.
11, and it do in the 11, yeah, 11.
Okay. Right. And everything was up and running
Yeah,
again.
everything was.
What about some of the neighborhoods that had been demolished? Were you able to go there and see?
What, here?
Yeah, in New Orleans.
Oh, I went to Ninth Ward. It was like more land, less people.
Right.
You can see what damage from Katrina and all that.
Right.
The houses was still to a certain areas they didn't mess with. Like Ninth was still like abandoned.
Right, right, right.
Lower Ninth Ward.
So that was like in 2011, 2012.
Even now.
Even now. Wow.
Yeah, that one ain't come all the way back.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, David.
Yeah.
I really appreciate
Yeah.
it. What were you going to say?
That's about it. Even here, they got people who never came back.
Mm. So when you say here, you mean?
When niggas buying lots, they had more lots. That was the only difference.
Right.
Yeah.
All
That
right.
was it.
Thank you so much.